model. Let's go over here and take a look at what he looks like. So here's my to-do item. He has a single description field, a getter and setter, nice simple stuff. And then I'm just having a hash code in equals to say I consider them equal if the description's equal. My to-do list, again, a very, very simple model class here. He has a list of items and ways to add and remove from them. So far, so good. Now let's make this a little bit more interesting. Let's set these models up so that outside people can know when things change. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the property change listener class we talked about in the last one. And as I know, most of you weren't here in that last session. But again, look at that video, talk about how the observer pattern works, talk about how property changes work. And the idea is that any time a to-do item changes, so his descriptive text changes, we're going to notify anybody who's registered and said, I'm interested in you. In the to-do list, anytime the list of items has changed, I'm going to notify anybody who's interested as well. Now note that list of items changed is just at the top level. So if an item is added or removed, I will notify. But if the contents of one of those items is changed, I'm not going to notify. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. So just keep that in mind. So it depends on the part of the GUI. And we'll walk through an example where we can talk about how the nested things can kind of propagate the change events. And that can be very, very useful. So let's take a look there. And you'll now see that my to-do list got a little bit more complex. I added in this property change support guy, which is a little guy who takes care of managing the listeners. So anybody can add and remove property change support.